in the Ammar Harris trial just got underway at the Regional Justice Center. Harris is accused of shooting and killing Kenneth Cherry. Cherry's car then crashed into a taxi, causing a fire explosion on the Las Vegas Strip, killing the driver and a passenger. Let's listen in.
Your verdict should be the product of sincere judgment and sound discretion in accordance with these rules of law. In arriving at a verdict in this case as to whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty, the subject of penalty or punishment is not to be discussed or considered by you and should in no way influence your verdict. If the jury's verdict is murder of the first degree, you will at a later hearing consider the subject of penalty or punishment. When you retire to consider your verdict, you must select one of your number to act as foreperson who will preside over your deliberation and will be your spokesperson here in court. During your deliberation, you will have all the exhibits which were admitted into evidence, these written instructions, and forms of verdict which have been prepared for your convenience. Your verdict must be unanimous. As soon as you have agreed upon a verdict, have it signed and dated by your foreperson, and then return with it to this room. If, during your deliberation, you should desire to be further informed...
The judge there giving instructions to the jury ahead of the closing arguments. You can head to KTNV.com to watch live streaming of the closing arguments and the verdict when it comes down. We'll also have much more on Action News Live at 3 o'clock. And this trial was supposed to last run about 6 weeks.
Right.
It's only been half that amount of time.
Very quick.
Very quick. And we'll see what the jury says.
Yeah.
And if the jury does convict him, he will possibly face the death penalty. For this.
And this is a man who's already in jail right now for 16 years to life for an incident that happened back in 2010 for sexual assault and robbery charges. He also got an additional 5 years because he was trying to bribe the officers within the prison to give him cell phone use. So this man obviously committing multiple crimes, but it's going to be interesting to see. You mentioned death penalty. It's obviously expected, but his defendants are up there trying to say, you know what, this was just because of self-defense. And remember, this was a case that happened back in 2013. So we'll wait and see. And again, we're going to come back to see what happens at the end of this trial and closing arguments. And be sure to stay tuned to KTNV.com. That live stream. Also follow Elizabeth Gadley. She is right there in the court right now, and she is live tweeting. So be sure to follow her on Twitter. All right, we're going to switch gears a little bit.